customer service slash, oh, recording in progress. Thank you. This is we do this 4 times a year. For those of you who have been here a while, you know how this works. We do this every year, freshen up some customer service skills. We have a unique opportunity to be in front of lots of patrons throughout the city. So this is a good opportunity for us to just a reminder about some customer service stuff. And Peter makes it a fun time at least because we can have fun with customer service. So the way that it works is the first 45 minutes we'll hear from Peter. He's our customer service guru. And then he will turn the time over to David Kitchen, who is our human resources manager for Lehigh City. And he will transition the conversation over to um, preventing workplace harassment. I always want to say workplace harassment, and then I'm like, we're not teaching you guys that. We're trying to prevent it. So that he will talk about that stuff, the second half of the meeting. So just a reminder, make sure your name's in the chat. You guys are getting paid for this, so not to be like the hard-nosed person, but do put your cameras on. We are paying you. This is part of our budgeted thing that we do every year. We feel like it's that important that we want everybody to be required to do it. So make sure to do that. Also, I've been on the receiving end of the emails from Catherine that say these 5 people didn't have their cameras on and it's awkward. So don't be the awkward person. Just have it on. Also, Peter will put us into breakout rooms. I think so. Anyway, are you going to
hmm
do that, Peter?
hmm
And it's really strange if you're the only one with your camera on and everyone else in your group doesn't have it on. So don't be that person. Um, have a good time. It's only an hour and a half. Thank you for joining us for your Saturday. It looks like we've got 83 people here, Peter, and it looks like we're pretty close to that with names in the chat. So if you haven't yet, make sure to put your name in the chat. I want you guys all to get paid for being here on a Saturday. Also, thank you all for all that you do. I know not everyone knows me. I'm over the sports department. Hopefully, most of you know me at least. But each of the managers really, really appreciate all of your efforts. We couldn't do our jobs without all of you. So thank you for all that you do. We'll go ahead and turn the time over to Peter now.
She is absolutely right. The most important people in the room right now are you. You guys are the front line of the Lehi city. People look at you and they judge whether Lehi is a cool place or not just based on the way that you treat people. And believe it or not, this is the 20th year. 20th year. I've been doing this 20 years. Half the group was not even born when I started doing this. It's that important that we learn how to treat each other. And what we're talking about is just not just for Lehigh Legacy Center. As an added bonus, everything that we're going to talk about today is for your life in general. Because most of you are not going to be like me and Brittany. We're going to be here forever. Dan, we're going to be here forever. Abby, we're here forever. The rest of you may find another job down the road. And the fundamentals that we're talking about today are timeless. They apply at home, they apply at work, they apply at church, they apply at school, whatever you do. And I have a lot of things to cover. I want you to be with me. I know you're paid to be here, but actually, kind of like as you're watching, saying, is there really anything I can take out of this? Is it really that valuable? Yeah, it is. Especially in today's, charged society, we just need to learn how to treat each other better, and it's just good, practical information. So let me share my screen with you, and we are going to be doing some fun things here in just a minute. Let's push play. Welcome to Customer Service Training 2025. Today, to make it easy for you, you just have to remember one word, Disney. I have alluded to Disney throughout the years, but today I am going full on, going to what Disney does, how they treat people, and you're going to remember just that one word and you'll be doing just fine if you know what I mean here. So I don't care what you do for the Legacy Center. It does not matter your role at the Legacy Center. You are all important. You may greet guests at the front desk. This is the way they are when I come in. They think it's the best thing ever when I come in. I love how you make me feel. You may teach gymnastics. You may watch over the kids. By the way, just a little pause here. If you could put yourself on mute, that'd be wonderful. All of you, just check your thing right now. Make sure you're on mute because there's kind of a little echo going on here. Anyway, you may watch over the kids. You may coach the teenagers. You may care for the senior citizens who are cheering on BYU or U of U or whoever you want. It doesn't matter your role here. We are all in the same business. And so I ask you, please do two things. Keep the customer happy. That's why we're in business. I know we're kind of a monopoly, if you will, but there are competitors out there besides the Legacy Center. We want to keep the people that pay us money happy, and we want to keep each other happy here. So what we're talking about is just not for the customers that come in; it's for your fellow employees. Okay. Now, people don't always keep going to a business. You'll stop going to a business, and here are some reasons why customers stop coming to the Legacy Center. 1% die. I know, isn't that morbid? That's kind of sad, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's just inevitable, as I would say. So every year we lose about 1% due to that. Okay. 3% move away. How dare they, right? They move to another city and they're no longer a patient because they just can't do it. I mean, because they're geographically not close anymore, it's impossible or impractical to come. 5% form another friendship, meaning the friend says, stop going to the Legacy Center, come with me, we're going to another facility. And, of course, word of mouth is extremely powerful. 9% leave because they think that we're too high priced, which is not true. We're very affordable, but a lot of times people leave because they think that, the price is not the thing. So 14% leave because our products are not what they want. They don't like what we're doing here and they can find something else elsewhere. So perhaps the Legacy Center products and services are not meeting expectations. Customers may experience inconsistent quality, broken promises, or slow problem resolution. That rarely happens here at the Legacy Center. You guys do really well at this anyway. This is the number one reason that people stop coming to the Legacy Center, and that is that they have a bad experience.
Hey, Peter, I think it's
Yes,
Catherine's camera or microphone that's on. I'm not sure if she's still here. She might just
it,
be recording it.
it
If you
could
want to
be.
mute her,
Let me go
it
see.
won't
Hang on a
it won't
sec.
let me.
It won't let me either. Folks, let me stop sharing for just a minute, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go to Catherine, wherever
Oh,
Catherine.
she just turned it off. I texted her.
Oh, sorry, Catherine. Thank you. No, Catherine's like one of these kind of people that said, "Oh, I got to record this. I got to hear it again." But I am recording it today for those people that dare watch this again.
Sorry, Catherine, I didn't think you were there.
Sorry, sorry. Anyway, we're back. So the number one reason for any business, by the way, this is just not the Legacy Center. I'm going to go back a slide. 60%, 68% leave because you made them mad, or or it might be a perception that they were treated poorly. Reality and perception are the same thing to the customers that come in. And common examples of this kind of neglect, why people leave, is that the poor communication, the slow response to inquiries, the lack of personalized service, infrequent or generic follow-ups, employees who seem indifferent or unenthusiastic. Now, again, you folks are doing this pretty well because I'm a patron and I come here all the time. And you know what? You can eliminate bad experiences and make the Legacy Center, like Disney, the happiest rec center on earth. I know we're more than recreation, but the happiest center on earth. So today, I'm going to emulate Disney, and I'll tell you why in just a minute here. They do it best. I mean, they really, really do it well. So why emulate them? They have approximately 37,000 hotel rooms. And if you've ever been in the hospitality industry, that's a lot. And people need to be taken care of. They have cruise ships. Like the Disney Dream has 1,200 cabins. I've been on a Disney cruise. And I remember when my wife's name is Wendy. Think about that for just a minute. When Wendy and I enter the cruise ship, they're reading the log of who's coming on. We'd like to welcome Wendy and Peter Brooks. And then the Disney employee just went nuts. Peter and Wendy are here. I mean, they were just so excited. And I remember that. It cost them nothing, but the way they treated me was just absolutely amazing. So Disney does cruise ships. They do it well. Got to go on a cruise ship. Save your money from what you're earning today. Go on a cruise ship here. They make a ton of money. $91 billion with a B. And that's a 2.77 growth. That's good. That's good stuff too. Stock performance. If you would have invested $1,000 20 years ago when I started doing this and I told you to invest in Disney, it would have been a 371% return. You should have paid attention to Peter. Yeah. Visitors, they got tons of visitors. Disney World Resort opened in 1971, 800 million guests. Disney, where I'm from, Southern California, 750 million visitors. It truly is magical. They just do it well. And employees, they have so many employees that work for them, and they put them through a really rigorous customer service training, which is really cool. The Disney Institute, and this is where I went. This is why I am flat out stealing from Disney today, and I'm proud of it because they do it really well. And the principals, I went to their University of Disney Institute to learn the best practices at Disney. And one of the first things they taught were definitions. For example, at the Legacy Center, we no longer have customers. Everybody's a guest. Just that word alone, doesn't that word alone make you sound like, oh, this is such a nice place. I'm a guest. I'm a guest. You're no longer an employee. Today, everybody's fired. You are now a cast member. I just rehired you, so don't worry. Okay. Your job is your role. That's because we expect you to come to work and wear the proper uniform, your costume. When you are in guest areas, you are on stage. Notice you're kind of like all performers and whatnot. And our products and services, everything that we offer at the Legacy Center, those are our attractions. Now, just a quick little pause here for a minute on online etiquette. Make sure that you sign the form. Brittany's going to thank me for this. Make sure you go into the chat thing and put your name in there because that's how we're taking roll. You got to do it at the beginning. You got to do it at the end. We love your name in there, okay? On your screen, if you could rename yourself, like put your name instead of default name or, whatever here. Start your video. I need to see you. And I know that Dan Harris is in the room. I apologize for using Dan without your permission, but enjoy it. I keep yourself muted, which you're doing really good. We're going to be raising our hands in a while. I'm going to show you how to do that. And ask you to do that in just a minute too. And you click on the icon down below and your hand goes up and I see you and all that kind of stuff. So you have an assignment right this minute. Now, when you come to my classes, you know you need to be prepared, okay? Number one, you need some paper and some writing utensil, okay? It can be an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper because you're not going to write a ton down here. It could be a 3 by 5 card. Well, don't write on your hand. I should not encourage that. If you could write on something, or you can even write on your phone, but I want you to write your name, first of all. Put your name, not my name, your name. Put your name at the very top, okay? And number two, or number three, underneath your name, I want you to write the one word that I want you to remember today, which is Disney. Because everything that we're talking about today is not my idea. It's from me studying textbooks and going to their classes and learning how that they do it. And we're going to talk about 8 principles. In fact, I want you to number your sheet now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you could do that, I want you to hold it up to the screen so I can see your paper. Everybody put your picture up to the screen so I can see what you're doing there. That is good. Very good. Some of you have passed out and are asleep. That is not good. Anyway, good deal. Okay, very good. Now hold on to that paper because you're going to be writing things on there in just a minute as we go back and we get into the heart and the meat of the matter here and stuff like that. So anyway, so Disney, I was really surprised when I went to their training thing. And I always thought that customer service was like the most important thing at Disney. It really is not, believe it or not. This is the book that they gave you. By the way, this is worth buying, by the way. It's called Be Our Guest, Perfecting the Art of Customer Service. Great book. But in the book, they talk about 4 areas that are really important for Disney. Number 4 is efficiency, meaning running a smooth operation, making things go really good at the Legacy Center. Okay, that's number 4, not the most important. Number 3 is putting on a great show, having great coaches, great teachers, and great swim coaches and all that kind of stuff. That's number 3. Number 2 is what I'm focusing on today, and that is courtesy, treating everybody with respect, the golden rule, if you will. Number 1, and I brought this up in the past because I want to emphasize that as long as I have breath and I keep doing this, the most important thing at the Legacy Center is to protect everybody from harm. It's safety. There's reasons that we have a double diaper policy. There's a reason for that kind of stuff. There's a reason we don't like people running on the water. There's a reason that we have rules and things like that. Safety is number one. But today I'm going to be focusing on courtesy. So don't forget that we want to keep our guests safe and happy and whatnot. So now we'll get to participate right now. Okay. And I'm going to take this off share in just a minute. Now that we know what good customer service is, which you do, it's the golden rule. I want you to raise your hand using the raise hand format, little thingy on your desk, your computer, and talk about a business that offers really good customer service. I'm really curious to know where you've been. You can't say the Legacy Center, okay? And you can't say American Fork Rec Center either, okay? We don't talk about the competition or anybody else. I want to know about a business that you've been into that they just do it well. You just feel good every time you go there. Go ahead and start raising your hands. Go ahead, Lori's phone. Hi, Lori. You're on. I feel like a radio station now. You're on. What? This is top 10 today. Take yourself off mute there, Lori, okay? Oh, you took yourself off video. Okay, Lori, I can hear you now. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. Chick-fil-A is awesome
Why?
because they always save my pleasure. I love that. Like they love doing their job. They love giving you food.
They really do. It's funny that word "my pleasure" is just easy to say too. Thank you, Lori. Thank you very much. Jason Whitehead.
One place that I think has really good customer service is In and Out.
In and out. Can you sing the theme song, Jason? No, no, don't mute yourself. I'm not done with you yet, Jason. Jason, why do you like it so much?
Well, the employees there, they're all just really nice and they smile and stuff.
Yeah, they do. And believe it or not, they're one of the most profitable burger chains in America. That's the way it is here too. Eva Becerra?
Yep, you got it. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm sick too. Um, so it's the Hidden Valley Country Club where I worked at previously, is what I've noticed is really good.
Hidden Valley Country Club. I'm writing this down. Where are they located?
Just up in Draper.
And what made them so cool? As far
Um,
as customer service.
yeah, I think it was very a member-focused culture. Like they had us remember the names about our um members. They had us remember details about them, asking how they were. It's pretty
Good.
great.
Good. Eva, thank you for participating. I know you're going to die in a minute, but stay in. You've only got till 10:30 or whenever we get this done. One more. Emily, is this Emily's iPhone talking? Are you Emily?
Yeah, I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily. What's
Hi.
the name of business or a place or whatever?
Home Depot is a great service-oriented business. Every time I go in, um, there are so many people around just ready to help, and they're always asking, "Hey, can I help you with something? Can I help you with something?" And oftentimes I'm lost, and so it's always great.
They are good. Not only that, they don't make me feel dumb because my house looks like a Desert Industries drop-off point. It's a mess. I do not know how to take care of things. I don't know how to fix things. What good examples. Now, I want you to keep thinking about this as we continue talking about this too, because we expect and we want and we hope that you at the Legacy Center is a place that when other cities and other businesses are thinking about businesses that really do it well, they're saying, that Legacy Center, I love going there. And by the way, I do. A lot of you don't know who I am. And so I shop you, if you will. Especially the front desk people. I try to harass them and try to shake them up a little bit, but they don't flinch. And then I go to the pool people. The pool people don't like me. I start running. They don't like that. I bring in my 1-year-old grandson. I put him in the pool. They said, is he double diapered? I says, no, he's not. I am over customer service. I do not do that. They said, you will double diaper. Thank you very much, Mr. Brooks. You guys do it really well already. Okay. You're really doing well. Now we're going to get into the heart of the way that Disney does things here. We're going to get into their 8 principles. I should have asked this earlier too. I need 2 people, just a minute, let me stop sharing, that are willing to read my screen when I say I need reader 1 and reader number 2. Now, it's best if you're not on an iPhone or small phone. If you're like on a desktop, you can probably see it better here. Do I have 2 people that would be willing to read? Weed right now? Anybody? Raise your hand or say, hello, Peter, I will read. Okay, better question. Who likes to read books? Okay.
Somebody in the chat said they would, Peter.
Who said that? Sorry, I can't see their name down there. Okay.
It-
Okay, Jay Clough. Jay Clough, you're number one. What is your first name, Jay?
My name is Autumn, actually. This
What-
is my husband's computer.
And what's your first name?
Autumn, like the season.
Hi, Autumn. Okay, Autumn, you're number one. Don't forget your number, okay?
All right.
And Colleen, is that how you say it?
Colleen.
Colleen, hello there. Good.
Hi.
Can you see my screen okay? Because you're on a phone, Colleen. Can you see okay? Okay.
Yep, I
Okay,
can.
good. All right. Very good. Okay, back to sharing right now because I don't like hearing my voice all day long here too. Reader number one. Are you ready, Autumn?
Yes.
Okay, dear. Hang on a sec here. Let's move down here. Now, I want you to read the stuff on the left, like number one, greet and welcome each guest. Read the whole thing, everything on the screen, okay?
Okay. Number one, greet and welcome each guest. A warm and friendly greeting sets the tone for a positive interaction. Acknowledging guests as they arrive shows that you value their presence and creates an inviting atmosphere. Use personalized language where possible, such as addressing the customers by name.
See, that's what they teach at the Hidden Valley Country Club up at Draper. And that's what we want to do too, is that when people come in, they want to be acknowledged. We're dealing with human beings here. You guys are getting paid the big bucks to interact with people. And so this is kind of like the foundational thing. Greet them. And I don't care how you welcome them. When I was growing up in Hawaii, it was aloha. You know, I mean, however you want to do it. Reader number two. Colleen, you got to unmute there as best you can.
Sorry,
There you
got
go.
it.
You're good.
Okay. Example. Greet and welcome each guest. Example. At Disney parks, cast members are trained to greet every guest with a smile and a cheerful "Welcome to the Magic Kingdom" or similar. They often go the extra mile to make first-time visitors feel special by giving them a first visit button, ensuring they feel acknowledged and celebrated.
Very good. You can stay unmuted if you want to, and stuff like that. So on your paper, the first thing I want you to write down there is greet. Again, what we're talking about are human interacting skills here. I used to teach a class of people that were ages like 18 to 30, and I would walk into the room and they would be on their phones. And I would say, hello, 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 hello. We are in the world now where our phones are with us all the time. And this is kind of like getting back to the basics of just human interaction and greeting people and acknowledging that they are here. Number one, Autumn, read.
Disney cast members are encouraged to actively engage with guests rather than waiting to be approached. Cast members look for opportunities to make each personal connection, whether it's offering help, answering questions, or simply greeting someone with a smile.
Correct. Colleen?
Okay. Disney cast members are trained to approach guests who appear confused or lost, often offering assistance before being asked. For example, if someone looks unsure about a ride's entrance, a cast member will walk over and provide directions or additional information.
Correct. So on your sheet, I want you to write the word seek. Now, these two are connected, meaning that the second one, you have to be a little more proactive. You have to look for these opportunities. Can you imagine for you married people that if you were coming home from work and you greeted the person that was at your house and then you sought out contact? It makes for a very good relationship here too. I'm going to introduce you to a fellow named Dennis Snow. He has written a couple of books. He's been teaching Disney. He worked at Disney for 20 years, and he's written a couple of books. And he talks about what it was like to work at Disney.
And I would say, I would never say Disney gets it right every time. They
Sure.
make mistakes, just like every company does, but they really do have a strong focus on creating that overall experience. And I think when you start looking at it from this perspective, it takes away that idea of we have just got to dazzle people, go out of our way and spend a tremendous amount of money and a tremendous time so we can dazzle people. I don't think that's necessary. I think if you look at all of those touch points and you just take it up a notch, the overall feeling is, wow, that was really amazing. When in reality, it was a series of little things. Just greeting people with a smile. That doesn't cost anything. It doesn't take any more time, but it was just that little extra that you're not used to getting.
When you come to work and you're on stage and you've got your costume on and whatnot, we hope that you be very proactive in this, very, very active in it, because now we're going to go to number 3. Reader number 1. Go ahead, Autumn.
Be courteous at all times. Courtesy is essential, even during difficult interactions. Guests should feel respected and valued, regardless of the circumstances. A positive demeanor can transfer a neutral or negative experience into a memorable one.
Memorial. I like memorial too there. Thank you, Autumn.
Memorable one.
Memorable one. I know. Go ahead, Kelly.
Cast members are trained to use phrases like, it's my pleasure, instead of no problem. Even when a guest is upset, cast members remain calm, listen actively, and respond with understanding and kindness.
It's my pleasure. We should all work at Chick-fil-A, right? That's a good one too. So number 3 on your sheet of paper, write the word courteous. Now, some people will be rude. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but you always have the power to control how you want to be. And we expect you, and we want you to be courteous, even if it gets tough, okay? Number 4, let's go ahead, Autumn.
Recognize what a guest might need before they have to ask. At Disney, this is about being observant. It's about paying attention to body language, context, and cues, then responding in a way that shows genuine care.
Definitely. Go ahead, Kelly.
Disney cast members are known for small, thoughtful gestures like offering a child a balloon when they drop theirs or providing ponchos during unexpected rainstorms. These to make guests feel cared for.
Yes, these moments of anticipation make the people cared for. And we're going to talk about in just a minute how we can make these things special here. So write down number 4, anticipate. Look, observe, pay attention. If you see something, I give you power to solve the problem. If you're a little shaky on whether you should do anything or not, I'm sure there's a manager on staff. We're dealing with human beings here. Do the right thing.
The statement that I use a lot when I'm presenting is little wows add up.
Yeah.
And so
sure
it's not about the huge, grandiose gestures. It's those little things that you do consistently.
It's those little things that you do consistently. I want you to remember that because we're going to go into a breakout session right now and you're going to have fun. Now, when I put you in the breakout session, try to look and see what room you're in. Okay, each room is numbered, and immediately choose a person to be your spokesman, because I'm going to be calling you out in just a minute. I'm going to say, room number 6, what do you learn? What did you talk about? This is an easy assignment. As a group, discuss what are the little things that make a big difference. Okay, you with me here? Little things that make a big difference. Now, you have to, excuse me, I'm going to stop sharing here. You have to accept to be a part of this room here too. Okay, so when I put you in a breakout room, please say, yep, I will join this, and be a participant. Again, the assignment's easy. Little things that make a big difference. Okay, so just a minute. We got 100.
This is the part I was talking about. Don't make it awkward and turn your camera on.
Yeah. Obey Brittany. She's
Also, if you don't accept, you stay in the room with Peter so he knows where you're at, that you're not paying attention.
That's right. I'm going to write down your name and you have to hang out with me. Yes, you
I'm
have
just
to come over to
helping
my
not
house.
make it awkward for you guys.
That's right. Okay. I'm creating 12 different rooms. So there's going to be like around 9, 10 people in each room. Go. Oh, you have like not very much time. So do it.
We're getting quite a few people that are aiming their camera at the ceiling. That doesn't help.
I will take note of that. Thank you.
Can you hear me? I lost connection and got out of my room. It just said lost connection, so I had to rejoin.
Stay with me now.
So I don't know how to get back in.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Folks, I'm closing the rooms. I hope to get at least one good answer out of all 12 groups here. You're going to come back now, and within 60 seconds, you're going to be part of the family with me and Emily, who have been holding down the fort.
You need to come try out my class.
Emily, what is your class?
I'm the breathwork instructor.
What work? What work?
Breathwork.
Breath work.
I'm sorry, I have a terrible cold. Yeah, breathwork.
Well, we'll all join. Everybody's coming back. Everybody's coming back. While you're coming back, if you haven't signed the roll, go to the chat and just put in your name. And poor Catherine's going to have to go through it and figure it out because I don't do that. But welcome back. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, remember, you're supposed to choose kind of a spokesman. Remember what your room number was. Who'd like to go first? Use the hand feature and say, we'd like to go first. What room would like to go first? If not, I'm going to call you randomly. So you have to.
Number 5 wants to go first. Sorry,
Okay,
but
well, good grief,
I
Amy.
can't
Good.
raise my hand because I can't find it on my phone.
Amy, talk. Oh, where'd you go? Amy, is that you talking?
Yes, can you still hear me?
I can. Go ahead. What was the little things?
So for us, we decided that the small thing was actually taking people to places in the Legacy Center when they ask where something is, instead of being like, oh, go down the hall and turn right. Because the Legacy Center is kind of a big place. People don't even realize that there's multi-purpose rooms. They don't realize where the aerobic room is or the cycling room. So for us, it is just a little thing of just actually taking that person there and having a conversation. Like, what do you like about the Legacy Center? Why are you here? And kind of making that member connection so that that person actually knows where they're going. And as you go through the facility with them, say, well, this is where this is, and this is where this is. So that every time they come back, they know where they're going.
Well done. Would you believe that in all the years I've taught that, I've never had that answer? And that is such a simple thing too, because we know where everything is. We know the nooks and crannies and the weird staircases going upstairs, all that kind of stuff. Nice answer. Okay, number 5, you're not excused, number 5 group. You have to stay to the end of this show here. All right. What's another room that is just chugging to talk to me right now? Who'd like to go next?
Number 12 would. We can't find the hand raise thing either, but
That's
John.
okay. Hey, hi Scott. Okay, go ahead, number 12.
Yeah, this is John. Actually,
Well, whoever's in that
Scott's
room,
hand,
Scott
but
Cleveland, John, go ahead.
I'll take credit for it.
We're in this together right now because I couldn't get my computer at home working. But we talked about, one of the things we talked about anyway is just that final interaction with everyone that we have to make that a very positive experience, so that as they are headed out the door, whether we're teaching a class, coaching a sport, or they're headed out the front door of the Legacy Center, make that very final thing a positive interaction with them.
Wow. I've never heard that answer either. This is like the AP class of customer service. We got to take it up a notch. You guys are doing really well. Okay, thank you. Wow, good answer. Another group that is just chomping at the bit.
Group 9 will go.
Okay, well, okay. Who talked?
Group 9.
Group 9. I'm listening.
Okay, so we talked about knowing people's names and how important that is to help people feel like they matter and that you care about them. And then another one was that was an aerobic instructor, and she said that sometimes people will say, hey, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going on vacation. And so when they do return, to remember that and be like, hey, how was your vacation, or whatever it was. So I really like that one. I don't think I've ever heard that one before.
The knowing names is like that old movie Cheers, where everybody knows your name. That's a good one, but it's kind of hard. But I like that idea that, hey, I remember you gone for the last week. Tell me about your life. People remember that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People forget how much you pay for a car or how much you pay for a meal. They'll always remember how you made them feel, and that kind of stuff makes them feel great. So, another group. Wow, we could do this all day long. David Kitchen, I may be taking all over your time too. So, okay, I won't. Another group. Who would like to talk?
Group 7.
Group 7. I'm hearing you, Group 7.
Okay. So we also talked about names and how it's important to know them. If you know their name, then it really makes it kind of makes the customer feel more important.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know their hobbies. You can like pick out the stuff that they wear. There's been a time where I've like worn my mountain bike shirt and they've asked me like, what team are you on? And so that got me into the conversation and really get to enjoy the environment of being where I was. And also the simple things of just having a smile and a simple greet. Hello, how are you? I hope you have a great night or a great day.
Whoa. I can't take any more comments, guys. Groups number 5, 12, 9, and 7 are going to be translated up to heaven. I'm sure the other groups are too. And these are just absolutely wonderful. The point of doing this little exercise is to know that it doesn't take a whole lot to make somebody feel wonderful. And we do want them to feel wonderful. Those are wonderful answers. We are going to carry on, my wayward sons. Nice participation. Nice answers. I wish I could do this for everybody. Okay, reader number 1, are you back? Where are you,
Yes.
Autumn?
Number 5, display appropriate body language. Nonverbal communication is as important as words. Open, approachable, and friendly body language conveys warmth and availability. Avoid crossed arms, slouching, or appearing distracted.
Yeah. And go ahead, Kayleen.
At Disney, cast members are taught to stand tall, smile, and keep their posture open when interacting with guests.
Most definitely. So number 5 on your sheet of paper, write the word body. I know that sounds kind of weird here too, but your body. So I don't know what the percentage is. It's like 57% of communication is the stuff that you can't hear. Like 27% is the tone of voice, and like 12% is only the words that we use. Nobody add that up because I don't know if that adds to 100%. My point is that when you walk into a room, when you're with somebody, they know whether you like them or not. They know whether you like your job or not. Your body just explains and exudes that kind of stuff. Let's go to number 6. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Autumn. Sorry, dear.
Maintain eye contact. Maintaining eye contact shows that you are fully engaged and focused on the guest. It builds trust and communicates that you are genuinely interested in helping them.
Definitely. Kayleen?
Disney cast members are instructed to maintain eye contact during interactions, especially when addressing children, as this conveys respect and attentiveness. For example, a princess character will kneel to be at an eye level with a child while speaking to them.
The eye is the window of the soul. As you can see, I'm looking in the screen. I'm looking at all of you right now. Can you imagine if I was doing it like this and my head was down and whatnot? No, I'm trying to make eye contact with you because the eyes tell the truth. They tell what's in your heart here.
Nowadays, everything is a commodity. Rides, our communication to our cast members, our employees at Disney is rides and shows. People can get those anywhere. It's the experience that you create through those rides and shows and restaurants and so forth. That's the driver of that intense loyalty. So when you change that mindset from a product or service mindset, what product are we offering? What service are we offering? To what's the experience that we're offering? It's a very different mindset. You start looking at all of the different touch points.
We are, and I'm going to go out on a limb here because I don't know the statistics around Utah County or Utah for the matter. I bet you that the Lehi Legacy Center has the highest attended Halloween event in the state of Utah, maybe United States. 3,000 people show up at our place because of this experience that you give them. So keep doing a good job on your daily stuff too. Let's go to number 7. Go ahead,
Number,
Autumn.
number 7, provide immediate guest recovery. When mistakes happen, resolving the issue quickly and empathetically is crucial. A sincere apology coupled with a solution that can turn a negative solution into a positive memory.
Correct. Go ahead, Colleen.
If a child spills their ice cream, Disney cast members will often replace it immediately, free of charge. This quick resolution not only solves the problem, but also exceeds the guests' expectations, reinforcing Disney's commitment to magical experiences.
So this is the word that Disney uses. Make the customer happy again is another way of putting it. I put for number 7, I put the word recovery because the word recovery means immediate guest recovery, meaning trying to rescue the situation of what happened. Do you know who does this really well at the Legacy Center? It's those people that keep the place immaculate. I don't know who they are. They are the quietest people that I've ever seen in my life, but they're going around doing their job. And I've seen them really quickly put up the cones and say, we got to fix this situation right now. So thank you. I mean, and both, all of you are probably wonderful at that too. Another thing that's really important is that when somebody is upset, don't push it away. I have just promoted all of you. Remember, I fired you and then I rehired you. I've just promoted all of you to be problem solvers, to make people happy again. And number 8, our final one.
Be present and engaged. Being fully present means giving your undivided attention to the guest. Avoid distractions like checking your phone or appearing rushed. Listen actively and respond thoughtfully to make guests feel valued.
Yep. Colleen, your last thing.
At Disney parks, cast members are trained to immerse themselves in the moment with each guest. For example, when interacting with children, they fully embrace their roles, making every interaction, whether as a princess, pirate, or park attendant, feel special and authentic.
I like it. In fact, I asked you that when you came to this meeting today. Connect with me. I know we're doing this via technology and whatnot, but you can be present, you can be engaged. For what we're talking about, you'll take either a little bit or you'll take a lot of bit, depending on how you're doing that. When you are, as a cast member, dealing with our guests, we expect you to connect with them. The most important thing in that facility is not the facility, it's the people that come in and that are a part of us.
What I do with clients is the same thing. And it doesn't matter if it's a restaurant, a hotel, a retail store. There are multiple processes and multiple touch points in all of those interactions. And the opportunity is, how do we take each of those up a notch so that the overall experience is one that people say, I don't know exactly what it was, but I sure want to do business with them again.
I love that phrase. I don't know exactly what it was at the Legacy Center, but I want to go there again and again and again. You folks work in the most busy place in Lehi City. I'm pretty sure nobody else has the traffic that we have here. And we want people, you people, to greet people and make sure that they want to come back and treat them like they want to be treated. I love doing this every year, and it is just a privilege to be with all of you because as a patron, you folks at the Legacy Center already get an A for the way that you do it. Your managers from the top down, from the mayor to Dan and Abby to everybody down, Brittany and all the managers going down, exude this. This is the way we do business at the Legacy Center. We want this to be the happiest place on earth. Thank you for coming today. It's been a pleasure being with you. I am going to now reluctantly turn the what do you call it? The keys of power over to David Kitchen, who's going to talk so I can find you in this mist of 116 friends.
Thank you,
David.
Peter.
Hi, David.
Let's give everybody a round of let's give Peter a round of applause. So you can
Thank
do like the
you.
round of
Thank
applause,
you.
you can react.
You could do
Thank you,
anything.
Peter.
Just being here with you is a pleasure. Now, what I'm doing right now is something that I hate to do, and that is I do not have controls over the power of this meeting other than to cancel it and kill everybody and get everybody out of here, right, David?
I promise I won't do that, Peter.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be with you here.
All right. Thanks, Peter. Thanks everybody for being here this morning. Everybody have some sugar high or, you know. Oh wait, I got to put on my costume. 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to Let's see if you can see. We're just gonna have a little fun with this. Okay, so this is the one I picked up. Okay. All right, now how do we get back on camera? Oh, wait, hold on. Did it work? Oh yeah, okay. If you can see me, we're gonna have a little fun. Is that distracting today? I might cancel it. Anyways, okay. Let's take off that avatar. No, oh, now how do I get it off? There we go. Okay. Anyways, good to be with you this morning. My name is David Kitchen. I'm the HR director for the city. My job is to help you succeed. So I do that by getting to know you a little bit. We're gonna do some training today. I am a regular patron of the Legacy Center. Hi, friends. Um, I live in Lehi. I love Lehi. Lehi is a great place. And you know what makes it great is all of you. So thank you for doing your jobs and thank you for doing it well. So give yourself a nice um applaud yourself because you really awesome. Okay. So let me share my screen and there's a few things to um let's see this one. A few things to know today. And we're gonna okay. So there's a few icons that are gonna be on the slides today. Can everybody see those icons? If there's a hand on the slide, I need to participate. That will occur 13 times. So I need 13 volunteers. When you see that, if you're willing to participate and you can see the screen, maybe it's something that's reading a slide like Peter had you do, just go ahead and put your hand raised, and I can see the list of participants and their hands raised. So I'll just randomly call on people, but I really want you to participate. You're gonna need that piece of paper that Peter gave you or Peter asked you to use or your phone or whatever. We're gonna have you write a few things down. If there's a conversation bubble, I want you to actually use the chat on Zoom if you can. We're gonna share some things. That's gonna happen once. And if there's a phone that looks like it's vibrating or sending messages out, I want you to actually use your phone during the meeting and you're going to send a text or a message to someone. Okay? Does everybody understand that? We're good to go? Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to talk about keys to success. So we're going to build this worksheet out. You're going to have 4 letters. We're going to play, it's not really a hangman, but kind of fill in the blank, right? And so then we're going to fill in those words. We're going to talk about those words, kind of like Peter did, but we're going to keep it to a key of success. Okay. So, um, keep going. I need 2 volunteers at least 2 volunteers. So I need someone who's willing to speak out loud during the training, and your job is going to give instructions. Okay. Um, So I see Bethany Broderick. Do you want to be my volunteer to give instructions? Go ahead and unmute yourself and say yes.
Sure.
Okay, awesome. And then I need at least one artist, but everybody else can participate. So, Bethany, I'm going to send you a picture. And I gotta find you real quick. And hopefully this works, but we're gonna send a picture, of what I want you to describe. And I want you to describe it. I'll show the rules, but you're just going to give instructions such as draw up, down, left, right, stop, start. Um, I don't want you to use too descriptive of words because that will give the picture away. But I want you to give some information where other people can try to draw what you're trying to describe to them. Okay? All right. We're having some little technical difficulties. Okay. Um, oh, hold on. We gotta adjust some things. Um, thank you for your patience. Let's try this again. Okay, Bethany, I sent you a file in the chat. Did you get that message and can you confirm that you can see what that is? Okay, so here's the instructions, but this depends on Bethany confirming that she got that picture.
I got something, but it's blank. It says the drawing sample doc is locked.
Oh, well, that's not going to help you very much. Okay, so well, let's do it this way. If you're an artist, just turn your screen away from everybody so that you can't see what I'm going to share, and just draw and base what you hear. Okay, so the artist cannot ask questions. And Bethany, I don't want you to say what you see on screen. Is that fair? Okay, so let's try this again. I gotta navigate back to, let's see, where did I put it? Okay.
David, do you want to send it to me in a Teams message and we can do it? Would that be easier?
Oh yeah, we could do it that way if you want to. Let me.
Do you want to turn Bethany into the artist?
Yeah, Bethany, do you want to be the artist this time?
Her face, she's like,
You.
no.
Oh, you want to describe, huh? You don't have to be the artist. We'll still give you full points, Bethany.
Who wants to draw? I feel like everybody could draw.
Everybody could draw.
I'm excited for this activity.
Okay, Brittany, let me send you the file. Um, Hold on one second. It's a Saturday morning, and it's like my computer wanted to sleep in this morning or something. So maybe too much candy last night.
Everyone else can, yeah, that's true. Everybody was out trick-or-treating and then they're here today. Bonus points for all of you. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Next year, I request that we have Halloween another day, not the day before the customer service training, right? Okay. All right. Brittany, did you get that?
Yes, it's loading.
Okay.
I think I got it.
So Brittany's going to be our communicator, master communicator, Brittany.
Oh, no pressure.
Okay. So
Okay,
whoever wants
everyone
to
have,
play along, you can start drawing. Brittany, why don't you give the instructions?
this is a harder picture than I thought it was going to be, David.
Master communicator, Brittany, go.
Okay, master communicator. All right, no pressure. Okay, you're gonna start and you're gonna draw two lines horizontal on your page, one on top of the other, not too far apart from each other. Then on those horizontal lines, you're gonna draw, let's see, you're gonna do two perpendicular or two vertical lines, but they're gonna be one's a quarter of the way in on the left-hand side and one's three-quarters of the way in. You guys.
Is Danny gonna draw for us? Ooh, this is great. Keep going, Danny.
Ooh, I didn't know you could do this. No pressure. Okay, I'll know if I'm on the right track at least.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so then in between those two vertical lines, you're gonna draw one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine lines equally apart from each other, but they only start from the top horizontal line. You called me master communicator, and I feel like this is horrible.
You're a good sport, Brittany.
Okay, so you've got two horizontal lines, two perpendicular lines. I want to use my hands. I'm a hand talker from the East Coast. Then you've got nine in between it. Okay, now on the very end, you're going to draw a curved line connecting the top of the line to the horizontal lines. And it's going to be like a moon shape.
That's good.
On the left-hand side and the right-hand side. You're doing it on both sides. If you guys can't figure out what I'm drawing, then I don't blame you. Okay, then on the very bottom of the very first two long lines I had you guys draw, make a box on the bottom of them, like a square box. And I think that's all I'm going to tell you, and I can't wait to see what you guys drew.
All right, before I show you, before I reveal, anybody willing to hold their paper up to the screen so we can see what each other drew?
It's okay if it's a disaster because thinking of myself drawing it,
Okay,
I love it.
awesome.
Danielle, good job. Oh, okay,
Stephanie
Stephanie,
Miller,
that's good. I didn't
that's
say
pretty
which way to draw the
close.
arch, so she did really good actually.
Oh, let's see, Jackson Munns.
Ooh,
Okay,
close.
All
I
right.
can see how
Okay.
I could have done a better job explaining.
I gave you a very difficult task, Brittany.
You did. I like it.
Okay. I'm going to share what it was now, okay? So everybody should see it on screen. Oh, hold on. How'd Brittany do? That I tell you, that's pretty difficult shape. The way, Brittany, that you talked about like the moon shapes on the end, that was awesome. Okay. I've not heard that one before. That was good. Okay.
When I
Thank you.
volunteered, I definitely thought it was going to be an easier picture. I'm
I
like,
thought it was
oh, it'll
gonna be
probably
like
be a
a
house or something easy.
jack-o'-lantern or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do we understand from this exercise? Why did we do this exercise? Well, it shows that the skill of communication is difficult, right? When we constrain each other or when we tell each other, "Hey, you can only say these things," it makes it much more difficult. And if we only rely upon the verbal communication, that's difficult too. So, let me go back to my slideshow and we're gonna go here. Okay. Um, so let's see if I can get this going again. Okay. So C is for communicate. That's your first letter at the top of your paper and also the first word. Communication is about what you see and what you don't see. That's interesting. Communicate, we usually talk about verbal or hearing, but it's also what you see. But we need you to communicate what you need or what you don't need as employees and as people, and what you want or what you don't want. Okay? And it's just as important to consider how you communicate or the method of your communication just as much about the message of what you're communicating. So let's keep going. And I think the next slide is I have a little chart, and this chart is a little bit dated, and some of the words are pretty small. But this shows you that the method of communication, if you're trying to reach a big group at everybody at once, if Brittany's trying to communicate with all the coaches and the volunteers and the parents about all the sports teams that she does, all the junior jazz teams, she's probably not going to choose a face-to-face conversation with every one of those parents, right? That would just take her the rest of the year and probably next year too. So she probably won't choose to have a face-to-face conversation because she's trying to reach many people at the same time. So maybe she'll send out an email, um, or something like that. But if you want to resolve frustrations, if Brittany uses the same method and sends out an email, that's not going to resolve the situation very easily. We need the additional communication of body language, as Peter said, right? We need to have eye contact. Um, and if we want to build trust with people, consider what method of communication. Sending a text may be easy, but may not be as effective as a phone call. How dare us we have to pick up the phone and call someone, or going to them and talking to a manager or coworker and say, "Hey, I saw this. What does this mean? Or what did you mean by this?" Okay? So just consider the messages that you're communicating, but also consider the method that you're communicating. I am going to hold on. Let's go this one over here and back to here. Okay. So let's read this quote, and there's a hand on the screen, so I need a volunteer, someone who's willing to read this. Let's do it. Wait, okay. So Elder Soto, I forgot your first name. You participated before, but if you want to read this quote so everybody can hear it, that would be great.
We are stronger when we listen and smarter when we share.
Thank you. Do you think the Queen of Jordan? This is for everybody. Thanks for reading that. Um, do you think that she knows something about listening and sharing as the Queen of Jordan? Okay. Think about that. We are stronger when we listen and smarter when we share. So if we want to be stronger, if we want to grow, take a time to listen. Okay? All right. All right, now we have that chat feature. So I want you to, in the chat of the group, I want you to share one thing you like about your job. So this could be anything. This could be the people you work with, the job you actually do, the amount of traffic, the trick-or-treaters that come through during the month of October. Okay, after you put that in, I want you kind of to scroll through the chat and see how many different messages there are, because there's a lot of them. Love to be involved in sports, teaching, my boss. You have a good boss, Sumner. Flexibility, working with elderly people, people. There's a lot of people on there, coworkers, getting to know people, managers, um, the community feel of the class. There's a theme here. Not everybody, and that's okay. Creativity, love it. That we people like other people generally, right? A shout out to your introverts who are just like shuddering because you're like having to do a group training, but at least you get to be at home today. Um, there are so many good reasons, right? Oh, someone said money. Congratulations. We don't pay you enough. I'll just say it that way, right? But you are doing awesome things, and the chat is going faster than I keep up with. So, thank you. What I see is that we like doing our jobs. And not only do we like it, but it's pretty purposeful. And so I want you to remember that as you're coming to work and as you work tonight and you're like, I don't want to work Saturday night, but you have a purpose and you make our community better. You make the Legacy Center, you make all the programs, you make the pool, you you make us better. Okay, so we're gonna move to our next slide and we have another letter. Oh, I gotta get my mouse over here. Okay, A is for acknowledge. Acknowledge. I like this quote by Helen Keller. She was incredible. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. So on your paper, write A at the top. So now we have a C and an A, and we have a communicate and acknowledge. Okay, I have another quote. So I need a volunteer. And this artistic dude. Um, Zoom user 101. Well, not 101, but Zoom user, go ahead and unmute yourself and read this quote for us.
The whole is greater than the sum of its parts, Aristotle.
Okay, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Believe it or not, in a prior life, I loved math. Well, actually, I still do love math, okay? But if we were to translate this quote into a math sentence, it would be something like this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is greater than 3. Okay? All you concrete thinkers are thinking, how is that possible? 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. It will never be more than 3. If we take 3 pieces of pie, you have 3 pieces of pie, right? But what we learn is as we work together, if the signs between the numbers are aligned, so if they're all plus or all minus, usually all plus, then we can actually accomplish more than we can accomplish more as a group than we can if we set 3 people out and they just did it individually. Okay? The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. We are a whole as a team in Lehi City. Okay? And we do amazing things. You do amazing things out there for all the community. Okay? We have another quote here. So I saw another hand raised. Oh, you put your hand down. Um, okay. Another person to read this quote by Michael Jordan. Shara, go ahead.
Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. Michael Jordan.
Awesome. Shara, how have you seen an example of this one in the job that you do?
That.
It takes a whole team to be able to hit all the different aspects of a gymnast, the whole gymnast, like, maybe this coach is really great at vault and this coach is at bars and we need all of them. And this coach is really good at like connecting with the gymnast. So we need all of them and their talents to be able to be successful.
Awesome. Thank you, Shara. Shara is wonderful. She's over our gymnastics program. So we thank you for all that you do over there. It is a championship team over there. So great job. Let's see. Okay. I also want you to teach you and remember this as an employee, as a person, I want you to acknowledge yourself. Learn how to acknowledge yourself. What this means, or is what I mean by this, is stretch yourself, challenge yourself, practice, have patience for yourself, have grace, and persevere. Investing in yourself is the best investment you'll ever make. It will not only improve your life, it will improve the lives of all those around you. Um, this means, oh, the thought the other day. Oh, remember that sometimes it's uncomfortable, and that's okay, right? There's no comfort, there's no growth in the comfort zone, and sometimes there's not a lot of comfort in the growth zone either. But that's okay, right? We're learning, we're growing, we're becoming better, we're investing in ourselves, and we're seeing those dividends. Okay, now I need another volunteer because this is like my favorite quote, and this is what I try to do here at Lehi City. It's about connection, Brene Brown. Do we have any Brene Brown lovers out there that want to read this quote for everybody else? Okay, Elder Riggs, go ahead.
connection. The energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they drive sustenance and strength from the relationship.
This is what we all crave, right? Thank you very much for reading that. This is what we all crave as human beings. Peter alluded to this and he talked about this. We want to feel seen, we want to be heard, we want to feel valued like we matter in our jobs and in our communities, in our families, in our friend circles, whatever it may be, school, right? We want to feel, we want to be a part of something, okay? Human beings are meant to be social, okay? We cannot do this job, we cannot do this life by ourselves. So that we need to team up with other people, we need to feel connected with people, and then from that connection, we get strength, okay? So, um, this is what I mean by acknowledge. We need to acknowledge others, we need to acknowledge self. Okay, so at this point, this is when you take out your phone, and I want you, whether you do it now or by the end of the day, I'll let you choose, but I want you to send a text with a note to someone you appreciate. And I hope there's two reasons for this. Number one, that you take time to be others focused, just for a moment today. Think about something, someone that you appreciate. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a coworker, it could be a random person out there that will walk through the Legacy Center. Hey, can I have your number? I just want to send you a text. Just kidding, okay? Just send a note to someone that you appreciate. And I want you to also acknowledge not only what process your brain goes through, but how they receive it, okay? And if that's a positive thing or that's a negative thing. Just try it out for me today. Okay? All right. We're moving right along. We got the next letter and we have another hand raised. So R is for respect. Looking for a volunteer. Some of you raised your hand earlier and put them down. If you're still willing to read, put your hand back up. Okay, let's go to Bethany. Bethany, we're going to give you another chance. Instead of drawing, you're going to read this for us. Go ahead.
The most productive and satisfying work environment is one in which work is accomplished in a spirit of mutual trust and respect.
Okay, what do I mean by this? This is from our actually policy manual. This is like scary stuff, right? No one ever reads the policy manual because it's boring. But the most productive and satisfying work environment is one in which work is accomplished in a spirit of mutual trust and respect. When you feel trust from your coworkers, you want to do a good job, right? When you feel respected and when you respect others, not only is it satisfying, it's actually the most productive you can ever be. So this is the kind of environment that we try to have at Lehigh City, where we all trust each other, where we respect each other. Trust is earned, right? But that really is a productive place for people to work together. And it's an enjoyable environment as well. Okay, so here's another quote and another hand raised, please. Okay, go ahead, Elder.
Treating others with respect speaks volumes about you.
So as we treat others with respect, people notice, right? People notice and they say, I want to be part of that. Okay. So it's not just being outwardly focused. That is the reason. That's why we do it. Okay. But it also speaks volume about you or reflects upon you. I get this next quote because it's policy-ish, it's legalese, but workplace harassment or behavior on the basis of an employee's race, their skin color, their creed, their beliefs, their ancestry, their national origin, their age, their disability, their gender, their marital status, their religious preference, or their sexual orientation. That's all prohibited, okay? That's the law side. We cannot treat each other differently based on these characteristics. These are what we call in the HR world as protected classes, okay? We treat each other with respect. These attributes make you who you are, and that's awesome, okay? Variety is the spice of life. We need you all. We need every one of you. And we appreciate all of you as well. But sometimes people do maybe some dumb stuff. Maybe they're not thinking all the way. You know, maybe their brain is still sleeping or sugar high or something, right? And so what do we do when weird things happen? Okay, let's talk about it now so we're prepared. If you see something, say something, right? Maybe it's as simple as, that joke was weird. Don't say that again. Okay. Or, hey, this happened. I'm not really sure what to do. I don't have the answers, but I wanted someone else to know about it. Okay. If you feel safe enough, speak up and put others on notice. Why do we say it that way? It's because if you don't say something, the behavior may continue. And if it's bad behavior, we don't want it to continue. So we need to say something. Okay. We're telling them that's not okay. And that's what we want. Okay. If you don't feel safe, tell someone that you do trust. So that's a supervisor, that's me in HR. There's a lot of different people that can help. It could be the mayor, frankly. Mayor Johnson loves to help you out. Okay. He may come back to me or talk to supervisor, or he may go to Dan Harrison and say, Dan, let's have a talk. Tell me more what's going on. But if the my point is you don't feel safe, get someone to help you out. That could be a friend, could be a family member, whoever you feel safe with. Like you matter that much that please tell someone. Okay. If you do come to HR, what will I do? I will likely just go back to your supervisor and help you out. So we will work together. We will resolve the situation as best we can. That resolution looks differently sometimes, depending on what happens, but we will try to restore that environment that is productive and satisfying. Okay, we will have those conversations. Um, so that's how we resolve it. Okay. So, any questions about this slide? I will put a plug in for your supervisors out there. Take a time, if you have a staff meeting or a huddle or a team message or whatever, just check in with your people. Make sure that they feel safe. Sometimes it's awkward or hard to speak up, but as a supervisor, it is your responsibility to check in with your staff. And so I just ask you to do this every once in a while. See how things are going, and if you notice something, initiate those conversations too. Okay? All right. So at this point in the training, um, it's looking at my clock, it's about 10:15. Everybody should be at the stage. So you have a C, an A, and an R. You should have the word communicate, acknowledge, and respect. Okay? Before I reveal the next letter and the next word, we have a series of quotes. And I envisioning is as people read these quotes, they're going to be rapid fire. So I need lots of volunteers, probably 6 or 7 volunteers. If you're willing to raise your hand, go ahead and raise your hand now. Um, but I want you to kind of listen carefully, and by the end of these quotes, fill in what you think the letter is and what the word is. Okay? So I am going to start. Let's go with Allie Lanigan first.
Nothing is impossible. Even the word itself says, I'm possible.
Okay. April Hammond.
Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Awesome. Thank you. Tiffany.
Oh, you're
Tiffany.
muted, Tiffany.
Sorry. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way.
Awesome. Amy's iPhone.
You should show encouragement whenever you can. People try harder when they know that someone cares about them.
Awesome. Shara.
A struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Don't give up.
Okay. And the last one, Christy.
Believe in the power of your resilience. You have the strength to overcome any storm.
Okay. So take a minute, write down that last letter and that last word. What do these quotes mean to you? What did you get from these? Okay. And I'm going to stop my share. And I want to hear from you. What did you put? Either put in the chat or unmute yourself and say it or show it on the screen. What did you put for the last letter and the last word?
Courage.
Awesome. That works. E for encourage, care, empower. I like that one too. Okay. I hope that you feel something today. I hope that you feel resilience. I hope that E for experience. Yes. Okay. I hope that you felt something today because you are important and that you are here with us and you're part of this team. If I were to take notes today, um, this is what I would put on my paper, but it doesn't have to be, there's more than one right answers. I would have put E for encouragement. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that we need to encourage ourselves and we encourage others. Some days we have bad days, right? Sometimes we have difficult days. We have to do difficult things. Not every part of your job is amazing, I'm guessing. There are probably some days you're like, I don't want to do this. That's okay. Or maybe someone else needs some encouragement, right? Um, the keys to success as a member of our community are to communicate, to acknowledge, to have respect, and to encourage others. We got this. We are a community. I love my job, but I love being here at the city. This is a wonderful opportunity. We have a wonderful community that really do truly care about each other. And as we continue to do that, you're going to see amazing things. Okay, so on that paper, energize, resilience. No one put an S. No one's thinking about cars this morning, I guess, huh? Anyways, all right. If you ever need me, this is my contact information. That's my email. That's my office phone. My office is in the building that's surrounded by the other building across the street behind the fire station. Just come find me. Email me. Um, just if you need something, I'm willing to help. Okay? Whether that's a question, whether that's advice, whatever that may be. I also know that your supervisors can help you. Okay, you have great supervisors, managers, directors, people that care about you, people that care about what you're doing. And so check in with them too. Um, I think we have a tradition here at the Legacy Center, and during these trainings, and so I have a karaoke song, if you or a motivational song. If you don't want to sing, that's fine. But before we get to that, Brittany or Peter, are there any other instructions that we need people to do? Do you want to have them start to sign out and put their name
Yep.
in the chat?
Yep, while the song's going, while you're singing, dancing, whatever you're doing, go ahead and put your name in the chat. That's your clock out, so we know that you were here the whole time. Yeah. And I want to second what David said also. All of your managers are willing to, I work very closely with all of them, and we all love and appreciate all of you. So are we allowed to say that we love them? I do love them.
Yes.
Okay. But yes, you should be having fun and love the place that you're working. So if you're not, please come and talk to one of us. We are an open ear all the time. That is our number one priority. So, for sure do that. Thank you all for being here on a Saturday after Halloween. We'll keep note of that for next year, David. Make sure it's not the day after Halloween. Thank you all for having your cameras on and for participating. You're wonderful. And I think that's everything. Anything else for you, Peter?
No, thank you for being
Okay.
here.
Yeah, and thank you, Peter and David, for giving your time on a Saturday also. We appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right, let's see if I can get this back going.